Hey, what is up, everybody out in YouTube world? It is Jimmy G in the place to be with another episode of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome. So even though I'm here in my domain of Transformers, today we're going to revisit something different in a galaxy far, far away. So not too different. It's in Star Wars world. But before we get into that, first of all, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to this channel. You make all this possible for me to have fun with you all, to show you all the cool stuff that we can kind of unbox together and that you can live vicariously through that. Kind of like someone who goes on a diet and tells somebody else, hey, to eat that donut and describe the taste of that donut to me. And so I will describe to you the things that we open and the things that we talk about. And so if you have not subscribed, I would encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then that notification button so you know when new videos come out. And I will continue sharing with you, whether it's one person or a billion people. Hopefully we can get to a billion people. That would be great, right? To have a billion people watching someone open toys. Is that possible? Yes, it is. I've seen lots of my YouTubers, my daughter watches, do that. And so, you know what? If they can do it, why can't a grown-up nerd that likes to be a kid at heart do it too as well? And so today, let's get to the subject at hand. So even though I have a Transformers background, we are going to unbox the Egg Attack Star Wars Episode 6 Boba Fett figure here. Now, when I first saw these, I was like, these look awesome. And so my first figure that I got, that I haven't unboxed yet, which we will do, will probably be it's Mando with Grogu. And then I also got a Darth Maul one. And then I was like, well, you know what? I have to have Boba Fett. So I went out and found a great price on him and decided to pick him up. So we're going to unbox this figure. It is more of a kind of like an egg-shaped head figure kind of doll, not doll, action figure on that, collectible. And so let's just take a look at a few things on the box so you can kind of see the front. We have Boba Fett, Bubba, he's my good old Southern bounty hunter. And then we have the Han Solo in carbonite. When you look at the bottom, it says Beast Kingdom. That's who produces this. If you haven't looked at any of Beast Kingdom stuff, they do some amazing things. We do have the Star Wars logo. We have Star Wars logo here with Boba Fett. And then we have the Star Wars logo here with Boba Fett. And then on the back, it shows you Boba Fett, all the stuff you get with the jetpack, his gun, different hands, the stand, and Han Solo in carbonite. So I am looking forward to unboxing this and sharing with you my opinions and thoughts and whether you should get it or not. So let's go over to my unboxing table back here to start the unboxing of Boba Fett. Boba T. All right, let's do it. All right, here we are in our makeshift Star Wars domain. We got some wonderful things over here. We got Babu Frick watching again. Hey, we got Mando. We got Luke Skywalker. But everybody's here to watch the unveiling of Boba Fett. Even Boba Fett's little dad, Jango, is there, and his ship. Jango Fett starship right there, and a Porg, just to make sure everything is on the up and up. And so let us get into this unboxing. I somehow have misplaced my razor knife, so we're gonna use some scissors instead, because as you know, we don't want to tear this box up. This box is beautiful. So let's get into it. Well, here he is. All of his glory, Mr. Boba. How are you doing? Looking very, very good. And then first, let's take a look at everything you get. So, of course, you do get the figure. You get his rifle. Very, very cool detailing in that rifle there. You can take a look. You can see the paint job on that. Very, very nice. It's weathered and a really, really good look and a good feeling on that. Then you also get his backpack. Another very, very nice looking and detailed. What's cool is you do have the rocket as well. So you can, I believe, put that rocket somewhere. I know you can get it on there somewhere. So we'll figure that out here in just a little bit. You do have this thing here, which is weird. Looks like it's a loogie of some sort, but nope, it's actually for the rocket. So you can do this with his jetpack and put it, that's how you do it. And you put the rocket on like so. And yeah, you got this kind of cool looking rocket shooting out of his jetpack there. Then you got some hands. You got a hand to hold weapons right there. You also got some open hands and some parts to the stand that you can use, and another part to the stand here as well. And then this spare rocket, which you can put in the jetpack to just be there for the look of his outfit there. So very cool. And then on top of that, the stand is detailed. We got the Mythosaur skull. We got Boba Fett right there. Very nice plastic. And then we got Han Solo in carbonite right there. So let's take a closer look at Boba Fett and talk through some of the articulation and the things that he can do. Now, like we said before, he is an egghead figure. And let me zoom in just a hair so you can kind of see that head is oversized. His body is disproportioned. So if you're looking for accurate, this is not the figure for you. But if you are looking for something that just definitely looks really cool and you want a really cool looking Boba Fett, you do have that. Now, the head, does this come down? Oh, yeah. That is awesome. Now, look at the paint job. They did a really great job. Beast Kingdom does a really good job at the details, whether it is this disproportionate one or their other statues. Now, Beast Kingdom does a lot of Star Wars. They do Marvel. They do DC. They do a lot of things. So I'll put a link to Beast Kingdom's website so you can take a look at some of the things that they do. But right there, we can see the Mythosaur skull. We got the weathering right there on his arm. And then, of course, the rocket there on his wrist, his little bag, and then his chubbiness. He looks a little chubby. Now let's try some articulation. So you have the arm is on a ball joint, so it can go all the way around if you want it to. Now the elbow as well on a ball joint. So let me get you back in camera there, so you can use that too as well. And then the hand is on a ball joint. So everything's on a ball joint, made out of a very, very great feeling plastic on that. So the head, you can do the old exorcist look there. You can tilt up, tilt down, tilt to the move side to side. On that head, you have his rifle, or his not his rifle, his blaster right here, which can come out if you want it to. You have waist. You can go 360 with it if you want to. And then on the legs, you have a double knee joint. And you have the ankle tilt and the feet move too as well. And you can 360. Oh, there it goes. So again, on a ball joint. So should be easy to pop back on for Boba Fett there. So let me get his leg back on and we'll try some of the different accessories. Okay, something really cool I want to show you just from an attention to detail. Now, this is all cloth here, but this cape has a wire in it so that you can really play around with it and have some posability even with the cape. So great job there, Beast Kingdom. Looks really good. So let's put on a different hand and let's give him his rifle. And those hands come off really easy. And then we'll pop this one on. Pop it on. There we are. And then you can just pop that rifle into his hand however you want to do that. Pop on. You know, these fingers, these plastic fingers, they are tight. But there we go. Now I know he holds that with two hands at times and things like that. So I just wanted to put him with one right now so you can kind of see that. But the real cool pose, I want to go ahead and let's put an open hand on there. And let's put his backpack on. It has a little tab right there that you can put that in. There. Yeah. Chilling, looking awesome. Let's get this stand where it needs to go. We don't really need to put the stand on yet. Let's put that behind him. So Boba Fett with his prize bounty. Looks cool. Let's do the backpack with the missile trailing. So we'll put that missile on. Where does the missile? Oh, the missile goes like this. Boom. There we go. We put. Look at that. That's very cool. So, really cool posability and playability with this collector's figure here. So let's take that hand off. Let's give him another hand. Yay! What a bad joke. And let's go ahead and give him his rifle. Come on. The good news is it's stiff, and but the bad news is I'm taking quite a bit of time, so maybe I'll cut a little bit of this, and so we'll get him in a pose that you can see. Oh no! I broke the rifle. Nothing a little super glue can't fix, but you got to be very careful. These are very delicate toys. Delicate flowers, so you can see where I broke that. So when you're playing with this, please be careful as you put it on. Shouldn't affect playability too much. I think this will look cool anyway. The easiest way that I found to get the hand on is to take the hand off, put the gun inside the hand, and then put the hand back on. There we go. Cool little pose. Yeah, I'm going to have to glue that piece back on. So just be careful with some of these pieces that are detailed. They are very delicate little flowers. Let's do that with the cape. Let's move his head. And let's bring that little guy down. There we go. Very cool. Let's see how this stand works here, and what we can do to pose him to another way. Looks like the stand works like a stand should work. Okay, well, thank you. So not much to the imagination there. You can basically, you'll put this part here on, And this part here fits in there. And then since he's a size extra large, we can put his waist. There we go. I've never been really good with these stands, but you know, more power to you, as I always say. So you can do some dynamic poses, and you can break the stand just like I just did. It's because it's very easy to come apart. There we go, got him on his stand. Gave him a little pose. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit there and take a look at him. Got his stand on. His little cape is there too as well. But yeah, I think these figures are fun. Now, if you want more true to life, they do make those. Of course, you're going to be paying a pretty penny for this. I think I picked him up for less than $100. I want to say it was like $69. I was able to pick up this Boba Fett on Amazon, or you can get it from Beast Kingdom. Yeah, Star Wars. It's more than meets the eye. Wait, no, that's Transformers. Star Wars in a galaxy far, far away. So Boba Fett, who's one of my favorite bounty hunters. I'd love to hear who's your favorite bounty hunter. Please comment in the link below, whether it's from Star Wars or any other genre. You know, your bounty hunter could be Dog the Bounty Hunter, or just whatever bounty hunter you want to tell me about. Who's your favorite and why would be great, and we'll put that in the comments below on that. So let's go back and let's do some final thoughts around this. And Boba Fett, I'll let you and Han kind of stare lovingly in each other's eyes. There we go. Beautiful. So let's get back together for some final thoughts. Before we get into some final thoughts, I didn't show off Han and Carbonite, so let's take a look at him. So some nice detail. His big fat head on that egghead, and the side there. Really cool. It's just one big lump of plastic, but they did a good job with this plastic. So yeah, let's bring Boba Fett back in here too as well. So there he is, the new Daimyo of Tatooine, but probably one of the coolest bounty hunters, one of the coolest Mandalorians. Now, I wasn't a big fan of Robert Rodriguez's show, but even though I still love Star Wars, it just wasn't my favorite show until they brought Mando in, which was then really cool. So I'm curious at what they'll do with season 2. Hopefully, because he wasn't just as ruthless as you would figure Boba Fett would be. I picture Boba Fett as just someone who just doesn't give a darn and is willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And I think he was a little too kind in his Boba Fett show. But very good supporting cast. I love the Black Chrysanthemum on that too as well. But we're not talking about those guys. We're talking about Boba Fett. And so really cool detail. If you want a very cool Boba Fett figure and you don't mind the deformed look of it, I would definitely recommend Beast Kingdom. You get a nice stand. You get some really cool stuff with it. Overall, very, very nice Boba Fett figure on that. So you can't beat the price on that. If you rather want something realistic looking, Beast Kingdom makes some of those, but I would probably refer you to Sideshow Collectibles or Hot Toys, who make some really, really cool figures. I mean, Hot Toys and Sideshow Collectibles has a new Darth Vader figure that I really like from the Obi-Wan show, which has part of, you know, Anakin's face showing when Obi-Wan slashed him with the lightsaber. One of the chilling, most creepiest scenes in that. That's probably one of my favorite lightsaber battles in that show. One of the, I would say, top 3 lightsaber battles was Obi-Wan and Anakin rematch as Anakin as Darth Vader. So it just showed you how really powerful Obi-Wan Kenobi is, and even how powerful Darth Vader is. Darth Vader doesn't play around. Got a little soft as he goes into Return of the Jedi, as his light side starts shining through. But I'm glad they brought Boba Fett back. It was kind of sad to see him die off in Return of the Jedi. Spoilers, if you haven't seen Return of the Jedi yet, Boba Fett dies. But they bring him back in the Book of Boba Fett. Not really spoilers. There's a show called the Book of Boba Fett, which is about Boba Fett. And we saw him in The Mandalorian season 2. So I love the mystique around the Mandalorians. I love the fact that each Mandalorian has their own belief system. Like Boba Fett just doesn't believe in the creed, where Mando is all about the creed. And if you haven't watched Mandalorian season 3, they really go into that even more in depth with some other characters. I won't spoil that for you either. But Star Wars, amazing. Boba Fett figure from Beast Kingdom, phenomenal. So on a scale of good to awesome, what would I give it? I would give it a almost awesome, for one reason and one reason only. His gun is very fragile, and I broke it, and so I want to make sure I got to fix it. But just be careful when you're posing him and putting him in different poses. Some of those accessories are a little fragile, and you could break them on that, and I don't want you to do that. So make sure you're very careful with that. But other than that, an awesome figure that's going to go great on my Star Wars wall. I can't wait to put him in a place of honor, which I have a Boba Fett shrine, which I'll show a picture right here of it. But that's where Boba Fett will go to be the best BA that he is in all of the galaxy. So with that, thank you for listening. Tune in next time for the next vlog. But I'm going to leave you again with what I like to tell everyone. Stay young, have fun, and be awesome. Thanks a lot.